In local initiatives here at Crossroads Church, one of the greatest opportunities we have is to come alongside other organizations in our city that share our heart and concern for vulnerable youth and the single parent. Hope Mission is one of those organizations. I recently had opportunity to sit down and visit with Hope Mission and talk about the way that God is continuing to use them and bless them in this time. Hello, Crossroads. I'm here today with Scott Barclay. He is the program manager at Hope Mission in Red Deer. Hope Mission is one of our local partners. We are pleased to have been working with you for a few years now. So Scott, for those who may not be aware, could you tell us what is the mandate of Hope Mission in Red Deer?
Yeah, definitely. Hope Mission exists to serve, strengthen, and uplift men, women, and children through the life-changing gospel of Jesus Christ. And so the way that we typically do that under normal conditions is we do after-school programs through various schools and gyms and libraries around town. And so we do that right after school ends. We feed the kids, we get them going, we get them running and playing games, and we do a lot of biblical teachings. So we teach them about small Bible stories or even just biblical principles about how to be kind and what it means to love your neighbor as you love yourself. And now, under COVID, we've been doing our programs here at New Life Fellowship Church, and we've also partnered with Unity Baptist Church. And we run a lot smaller programs after school for about 10 kids every day. And we do similar things. We play games, we still feed them, we still teach them about the Bible, but there's just not as much running and sharing and a lot of interaction. So it's quite different, but we are still connecting with the kids. We're still teaching them about who Jesus is and what he did for them. So we're still reaching and achieving our mandate. It just looks very different than what it did before.
Everything looks a bit different. So it's actually very rare that a parachurch organization such as Hope Mission would be welcomed into public schools.
Right.
Very rare. Can you tell us how that came about?
Well, we can't take credit. It is the grace of God that he went before us and really opened up the doors. The manager at the time connected with the schools, the principals, and had meetings with them and talked to them about what Hope Mission was doing in Edmonton and in Calgary. They were running similar programs to what we were running before too. And so they had conversations about what they wanted it to look like with the principals. Now they know that we're a Christian organization and that we wanted to teach the kids about Jesus, but we also have what we call a value curriculum, a value-based curriculum, where we teach biblical principles without telling the kids that it's from the Bible. So we still teach the kids about love, about kindness, about joy, the fruits of the Spirit. We can even tell them about Bible stories, but we just maybe change the names, we change characters from humans to donuts, and the kids still connect with the Bible. They just don't know that it's from the Bible. But the exciting part is that through these connections and the relationships that we build with them at program, is that we can invite them to various events throughout the year, like we were doing holiday meals around Thanksgiving and Easter and Christmas, where we'd invite them and their families to come here, and we'd be able to tell them about the stories about Jesus and tell them that there's hope for their circumstances and for their lives, and that they're created for a purpose. And then we do that by sharing a meal with them and connecting with their whole family.
And Crossroads Church volunteers have served at some of those meals. I have been there myself, and heard the story of Jesus' birth at Christmas. Yeah. So, Scott, is there one story that you'd like to share with us? Something that's happened over the last few months that's been really exciting or encouraging to you as a staff that you could share with our congregation?
Yeah, for sure. One of my favorite stories that has happened over the past few months, in the summer we were working very closely with Crossroads, and we were delivering food hampers to the doors of a lot of families who were experiencing food insecurity in town. And one of the last days that we were delivering food hampers, we were standing outside this family's apartment building and just reflecting on the summer that we had with them, all the games that we played with the kids, and all the laughs that we were able to share together. And through this conversation, the father of the kids just said a very simple quote that really just blessed my heart, and it made it all so much more worth it for us. But he said, "You guys have helped us so much. We wouldn't have been able to get through this without you." And that, to this day, has just been such an encouragement for us, for our team, and it keeps us going when things are changing every day and feeling exhausting. But we know that every day that we show up, every day that the kids walk through these doors, we're able to connect with them and to just show them and be an example of who Jesus is.
You mentioned to me that one of the key words that your team has taken on during these last few months is flexibility. So perhaps you can just share what that means to you as a team when you hear that word flexible. What have you done in order to shift to meet the demands and the restrictions that are on us as a community?
Yeah, flexibility, it's a long-lasting joke now that we've just kind of tossed around through our teams, that we remind each other and encourage each other to be flexible and to really just tap into the grace of God to help us get through these challenging times. Things are changing on a daily basis, and we have had to adjust to that. And like I said earlier, our outreach has changed, but our mandate hasn't. And I think that's similar for a lot of ministries and a lot of churches in Red Deer, that the way that we're reaching the community, the way that we're connecting with families and loved ones, it looks different, but the intentions still stay the same, and we still want to love these kids. And so, yeah, it's been crazy. We started off this year in the schools, in the gyms, and we were getting ready to race the kids in a 5K race. But when March rolled around, we quickly switched to food hampers. So we were handing out food hampers multiple times a week. And now, since September, we've been running these programs, and it's been amazing being able to connect with the kids even more and see them on a regular basis again. And it's nice just to kind of have them on our own turf again a little bit too. So it's been such an amazing experience for us just to see how gracious our Heavenly Father is, and to see what His grace actually is, and to be the hands and feet that get to experience that has been such an honor for us. So flexibility is just a reminder for us that all the things that we've already gone through, we can continue to change, we continue to adapt through the grace of God.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you for sharing with us today. We need to lift up Hope Mission in our prayers. Remember them, the staff, the families that they interact with. You'll see that there are some prayer requests on the screen. Please remember this amazing team in your prayers and the families that they are in communication with. Thank you, Scott, for your time.
Thanks, Laurie.